Hello, everyone. Hi, welcome to this new episode of Vampire. After, 2 weeks, I think we've been gone. I am Simon at Wandering DM. You've seen the new intro. We're probably going to play it again later today. It's a work in progress. It's not completely done, but this is what we have for now. Before we go in and introduce ourselves, I just want to thank all of our sponsors here at Wandering DM. I wanted to thank Mage and Press, makers of fine D&D 5e supplements. We finished the 14-month-long Dark Matter campaign. If you're interested in sci-fi fantasy, if you're interested in D&D in space, look up store.mageandpress.com and use code WanderingDM to get 15% off. As always, we are sponsored here by Found Familiar, which I am drinking today, some sweet arcane recovery. You can check out Found Familiar either through the link in the chat or the panel down below, foundfamiliar.com. Use code WanderingDM to get 10% off. Our other sponsor is not a sponsor, but a partner, and it is Level Up Dice. If you are looking into luxury sets of dice made out of metals, semi-precious stones, or stone, period, check out Level Up Dice. They have some very cool sets, some very beautiful sets, and every click that you make on the purple torch helps us get closer to other dice sets to give away, such as the chip hematite set that we gave away yesterday during Cyberpunk. And today is your second to last day, I should say, that you can get the shirts to benefit Special Effect, the organization that sent me this here from the charity game that we did earlier this month. We have helped a person by the name of Kansa, who's right there, be able to play her favorite game after an accident. So she's been getting back into Spyro the Dragon. So Special Effect is a charity that helps disabled people and people with special needs be able to enjoy video games and also use games for therapeutic purposes. So if you snag a shirt, The Search for Dandelion, that was the title of our charity game, you can get them down below on the panel, and it benefits all the profits from the sales of the shirts go straight to Special Effects. So that's it for all the spiel. I am Simon. Today I'm playing Sid Zimmerman, the gangrel private detective, one half of the Vamp Dads, the only available Vamp Dad today. And I have with me my favorite son. Quentin, hi, how are you?
Well, I'm a lot better now. Hi everyone. Today I am going to be playing Herschel Akers, the adorable Nosferatu, and apparently the favorite son. I'm Thragon in chat, Thragon on Twitter, and I'm glad you guys are all here today and watching. And I hope we do some stuff today. Hijinks, shenanigans, random murder. Not random, planned.
Always planned.
Planned. Yeah, probably planned.
Yeah.
And then I'll pass it to Deirdre, wherever she is.
Up there. Well,
that way.
To me, she's to my left, but yeah, up there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys always go with planned murder, unless you're going with, just hungry.
Yeah, I was going to say there's hunger murder.
But that doesn't really count as murder. That's just manslaughter. But welcome back all. It's been a while since we got to hang out in New York and see what interesting things happen in the city while we were gone. Last time we were together, our wonderful little vamp family had a visit from, well, a very personable individual, friendly, nice, by the name of Queenie. Ravnos. Delightful individual that she is. Who decided that she would stop by because, her aunt said that the wonderful coterie here in the Brownstone owed her a favor, and with Queenie running from some people. She wasn't 100% sure who they were, and they were a little not nice. We'll go with not nice in the moment. Decided that it would be prudent to stop by and get some help. For which there was a plan to draw out the individuals chasing Queenie, involving Auden and Queenie sauntering down the street looking like there's nothing wrong and having a great girls' night, with random Sid as a bat in a pocket. And when things got wrong, someone threw Sid at a roof because Quentin was hiding in the shadows, tailing them behind. Alex was just kind of tailing them, but looking like he wasn't part of it. And they were set upon by a number of individuals. A fight ensued in the streets of New York. You discovered that the individuals who attempted to assault you all were of a very religious persuasion, or at least they were all wearing silver crosses around their neck and had some very advanced tactical gear, were fully prepared to engage with the, shall we say, nightlife of New York. And you also found a unconscious, manacled Mr. Tibbs in the back of their van after you were done dealing with all of them, including the sweet young boy who tried to turn Sid away from him with true faith. Sweet child. Didn't last very long. But you made your way back home. At this point, you decided, well, you left all those bodies in the middle of the street. You brought Tibbs back with you and dumped him in the spare back bedroom. Alexander and Queenie retreated upstairs to Alexander's floor because they were discovered that they had met previously in 77, during the Summer of Sam at Studio 54 at a party, and decided to renew their acquaintance. Could be either one at this point. And left everyone else as they kind of left you alone. We're going to let whatever happened upstairs stay upstairs for the moment. Auden also had retreated to her room because she was very confused, upset. There were lots of dead bodies. She thought this was a mite aggressive. And the music started playing in her head again. To which she said she just needed a little bit of time away. But what do the two of you do as you come back from this excursion?
Do those men match the ones that tried to get us at the festival?
Get you?
Yeah.
Let me see something. I want to see something. Just quickly. Why don't you go ahead and roll me just a wits, either wits survival or wits streetwise?
Ooh, do I have any of those?
You probably have streetwise.
I do have streetwise.
Well, you could go with perception if you don't have wits.
I do have wits.
Ooh, 4 successes. Starting the day off right. It was hard to tell because you were mostly running from your life and you were put upon by surprise at the festival, but the tactical gear looked very similar. the organization, the structure of the individuals involved. If they weren't the same, they were definitely part of the same organization. The gear looked the same. Everything about them seemed very similar, but you can't swear that they were 100% the exact same individuals.
What about the ones that our little murder vampire killed on the water?
You were unconscious.
But would I have any memories of that? Because I mean, I was
underwater.
there.
You were underwater.
Yeah, but I would have seen the bodies after the fact when we left.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you could roll me wit streetwise.
Sure.
Or, intelligence academics if you really want.
I'm more of a streetwise person.
Yeah, we're not Alexander. We don't have any of that.
School? What the? Wow, -1. It's a complete fumble.
Are you whispering rolls? Because I didn't get that one.
No, I'm not whispering. Everyone in chat can see it.
Oh, there
I
it
can
is.
see it now. Okay. I don't know. Roll 20 being roll 20.
Yeah, so out of my 6 dice, I actually have a fumble.
The tiny gothic Lolita vampire who wrecked shit, did not leave a lot left behind. So you couldn't necessarily say if they were exactly the same, because they were basically meat art by the time she was done. Looked more like a Pollock painting.
So, Herschel, what do you make of them?
Well, this might not be the first time we've encountered these guys. They are similar to the ones that tried to get me at the festival. And if that's the case, encountering the same religious fanatic people twice is probably not coincidence.
Maybe our actions have actually attracted the attention of an unwanted party.
And then I look directly at the camera and say, we might be being hunted.
You're right, Herschel?
Yeah, sorry, I was just looking at a lens somewhere over there.
Oh. Okay, sure. Still, that's probably the fallout of what the Tremere were doing.
As in, the church had a vested interest in what the Tremere were doing?
Well, remember, they wanted to... Wait, just to remember, it was Kodo that was trying to use the Inquisition to clear out New York.
Yep.
Okay.
Kodo was using mortals, and particularly the Inquisition, to clear ideally all of New York, but specifically the Tremere locations, because he wanted to appropriate them.
Yeah. Sorry, I said Tremere, I meant Kodo. It's been a while. Very rough night. I got hungry. Really hungry. Anyway, Kodo's not gonna bother us anymore.
Yeah. How do we get the church off our backs, though?
My first idea is to just go after them. But that's probably a ridiculous plan.
Yeah.
We can't all go into hiding.
I don't think Alexander would last long.
However, we can probably point them in the direction of the Sabbat.
Yeah. I don't know how personal your revenge is with Mr. Stein, but if we find where he is, anonymous tip.
But I'd like to finish Stein myself.
No, I get it. Get your hands dirty. It's definitely your style. I would let the church kill all my enemies for me.
I think we should bring this up to the prince.
Wait. Do you think I could just let these people know where Sophia and... Let's see, who's the other one that I hate?
You're not sending the church after Sophia, or after Veronique, for that matter.
Yeah, totally won't.
I think they're counted as guests in this city.
I mean, by us.
By the prince.
I mean, who's stronger, the prince or the church?
I'd wager she lived that long. The prince is probably more resourceful than the church.
Alright, fine. An idea for another time, I suppose.
Well, we could probably clear out some sections of New York and claim it for our own. Like, you know, Sabbat hideouts.
Don't you have connections with the Sabbat?
Yeah.
Do you think that might get complicated?
I can ask Sabrina.
Also, do you know what the church wanted with Mr. Tibbs?
He's a wolf. He's a monster.
I mean, maybe they got information out of him. Maybe.
Ah, shit. Where did we drop Mr. Tibbs?
Back bedroom. Garden level. Where you left Sabrina the other time. It's basically your guest room.
Let me go and ask him. And I'm gonna head to his bedroom.
You mean the guest room you left him in?
Yeah. His temporary bedroom.
You go downstairs. He's laying there in the bed you left him in, still unconscious. I mean, and you have the manacles that you took.
Yeah.
So. But he's unconscious. You could attempt a intelligence medicine if you want to find anything out about it.
Sure. He's alive though, right?
Yes, he's not dead.
I can feel the blood in him. Okay. You said intelligence medicine.
Mm-hmm. If you waited long enough, you could even count his pulse.
No successes because I suck at medicine.
Nope. But, He's not dead. He's not bleeding.
Hey, Tibbs.
No response.
I'll whistle. Like one would to call out a dog.
Your puppy comes running to you.
Oh yeah, I forgot you existed. Hi, dog.
But Tibbs doesn't react.
I look at my dog. I look at Tibbs. And I look back at the dog and say, "You're practically the same species. Can you wake him up? Go wake him up, boy."
The dog kind of looks at you with those puppy eyes. It's sad and kind of starts running around you like it wants to help and do what you want, but has no clue what you're asking.
I figured.
I mean, unless you want to roll that animal kin.
No, I'm gonna take the dog and go back to my office. I don't know where Herschel is by that time.
What is Herschel doing?
Gosh, that's a good question. Let me see what I have in the notes here. Such sadness in these notes.
I don't know what you mean.
I want to. I want to check a couple of my dating profiles. See what's going on there.
Could you roll me intelligence computers?
Sweet.
DC 6, so you can lower it.
Computer. So lower to 4.
Mm-hmm.
Poor Herschel's
One.
heart.
One success. There is you start going through and you're not quite sure how Auden has set you up with this, and you're like, you can get into the profiles, but you're not sure what she's done to set them up the right way. So like your password works and you're reading through them, but you can't really find if there have been any reactions yet or not, and you're just like, I don't want to touch this.
She's clearly not doing her job. And I'll close out of them. I want to get on ShrekNet, the vampire Reddit, and I wanna put a couple feelers out for how do I say Eckhart Stein without saying Eckhart Stein?
I mean, you were able to ping his phone, and you had a tracker on it last you were checking.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you've checked it recently, but you had a tracker set up on the computer downstairs.
Yeah, I'll see where that's coming from.
Roll me intelligence computers. Again, same DC.
Don't burn your computer.
You're a millionaire. I'll get another one.
Oh, shoot.
7 successes. You tap a few keys, pull up the program. You can see that he has left 54th and 1st.
Mm-hmm.
And you can even like track a couple times where he stopped. It looks like he, went a couple blocks, stopped, went to a restaurant, very nice Russian, like coffee house kind of place. Then went up another few blocks, going north and continuing north and a little bit west, but mostly staying north. Goes from 53rd and 1st Avenue, and he's ended up, stops at the Russian restaurant. Then he stops at what is the vet hospital, the major animal hospital in New York, right under the Queensboro Bridge. They do a lot of domestic animals, but they also do a lot of exotics as well. It continues north up Second Avenue, stops at a couple
Do we know that
bodegas.
Eckhart has any like pets?
You haven't looked into that. Where he currently is right now is at Park and 73rd.
And this is still the same night as like when we got attacked and all that.
Well, it's the night after you got attacked at the festival,
Mm-hmm.
but it is still the night that you fought a bunch of guys in the street.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
The festival is still going on. It'll be going on for another 10 days.
I'll walk up to Sid's office. Sid, are you available? Knock knock.
Oh, hey.
Do you know Eckhart to have any pets, exotic pets, a parrot? Anything?
Maybe he's building himself a zoo or something.
Is that something he's into?
I mean, we're both gangrels. I look at my dog sitting at, well, lying down at my feet. We have a special connection with animals. Being, you know, primal and all that stuff.
When did you want to do this Eckhart thing?
How late are we into the night?
I mean, Queenie stopped by literally as you were waking up. It's been a couple hours, so maybe just 10:30, 11.
Oh, the night is young. We could do that tonight. It's either that or we tell the prince about the Inquisition being in her backyard tonight, and then tomorrow we go after Haggard.
I'm not sure how long Alex is gonna be. Maybe we go talk to the prince, because we have to capture Eckhart, right? Not just kill. See if he can fix your head.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we beat him to a pulp. Bring him to Rebecca.
Yeah.
Get my head fixed. Oh, yeah, you're coming with me.
Yeah, join effort.
Yep.
Let's go see if we get an audience with the prince.
Fair. I'll take my rotary phone and call the prince.
You call the prince's cell phone or the direct, more formal line?
No, it's Inquisition related. I'm calling the cell phone. I'm bothering her.
You're bothering her. The phone rings twice. You hear it click on. You hear Sandor's voice respond and say, Mr. Zimmerman.
What's up, Sandy? I have news for Her Majesty.
And then you hear a loud explosion in the background.
Oh. She got the cannon out of the museum.
Target practice.
Look, I'll be brief. The Inquisition's come to play in New York.
Hmm.
We've been set upon by hunters.
How many?
It was a blur. 6? 7?
Well, I assume you're all right.
Oh, yeah. It's just not the first attack. They're using the Feast of San Gennaro to prowl the streets of New York, looking for some of us.
I will inform Her Majesty of this.
We need to either direct them elsewhere, or we're gonna need to Make them understand they're not welcome in New York.
I believe Her Majesty will have an express answer in the near future. You might want to be prepared for an invitation.
As you wish.
And good night.
Well, night's ending.
He doesn't seem to respond to that and just clicks the phone.
I like Sandor.
Sandor and his chair carrying.
Well, Prince has been warned. Apparently we're gonna get an audience soon or something.
Yeah, that sounds totally safe. Probably.
My guess is she's gonna use us as pawn to send a message to the Inquisition or something.
Yeah, that... Yeah, okay. I do like being used. No? Just... okay,
TMI,
alright.
Herschel. TMI.
Well, alright, well, let's go track down Eckhart, I guess. Does he travel with friends usually? Bodyguards? A pack? What do you guys call?
Pack of Verlupines. We're still a coterie, but I don't recall... Look, it's been a long time. When I met Eckhart the first time when I was embraced, he was by himself, I believe.
Can you take him, Sid?
I'm not 100% sure.
Should we maybe do some recon? Follow him around?
I just don't want him to catch our scent. Can we do that remotely with your technology and your gadgets and such?
I can see where he goes. Hacking into cameras will be, a little bit more difficult, but not out of the realm of possibility. But I mean, it looks like today he's already went to an animal hospital, a couple coffee shops, and I don't know, it seems pretty ordinary business. If you have pets, I guess.
You would notice that he hasn't left the most recent address, Park and 73rd, in a couple hours.
He's been at. If I look that building up, is it a like a business or a residence?
It is a business and residence. It's a modified townhouse similar to what you guys have, a little bit bigger actually, because it's actually on Park Avenue. And it's a plastic surgeon.
I'm looking at my phone. Does Eckhart not like his nose or something? Maybe his lips aren't full enough for him. It appears he's getting plastic surgery.
Old spy trick. He's going to change what he looks like. He's probably going to try to disappear.
You can still smell him though, right?
I say let's get him while he's under the knife.
Alright, I'll get on my chasing robe. That was a joke, Sid. Let's go.
how far are we from Park and 73rd?
If you look at your map, let me take you to your map.
Yeah.
Of New York.
Okay.
That's
73rd is about here.
Well, no, here. Let me do this easier. You are Bleecker Street, Houston. Here you go. You guys are down here.
Uh-huh.
Near the Houston Street Station.
Yep.
And Park and 73rd is here. Well, technically here.
Yeah. Oh, it's 25 feet away.
Just lock arms and skip over there.
I mean, if you're going to take the subway, the most efficient route is to get on the Houston Street Station, take the 123, take the two or the, well, it's an express station. So we'll take the 123 to Times Square, take the shuttle across, pick up the 6 train, take the 6 train up to 77th and back, and backtrack a little bit.
And we're at night. How long has he been there?
You said a couple hours, right, Deirdre?
Based on that roll that you had before and the success on that, you can track his timing. He's been there for at least 2 hours, maybe close to pushing 3 at this point.
A couple hours, I'd say.
Then might as well take the fastest route. I think public transit is going to be the way to go. I can fly, but you can't. You're not showing up on the streets of Times Square.
I mean, what is stranger? Well, no, he is creepy as hell, and that's not going to work.
Yeah.
He probably wouldn't look any scarier than, you know, some of the other people that show up in Times Square, but he's creepy as fuck, so.
So yeah, we'll take the, we'll be cautious, and we'll take the subway there.
Doesn't take long.
I just imagine there's like 3 or 4 people on the subway car, then we get on, and then they like look at me, and then they all move to different cars.
If it was anywhere else other than New York, probably. But New York, they're going to look at you and going to look back at whatever they're reading or doing, and then just do one of the, you know, ignore you. Pointedly ignore you. Exactly. You do, however, you know, you go a couple stops, you get the 14th Street Station, and can you roll me perception alertness?
Son of a... What is going on?
I'm thinking that Alex cursed you.
Herschel's carrying the team.
Yeah, please, Herschel.
Herschel, you notice, like, Sid's focused. He's focused on, you know, tracking his emotional issues, all of these things. He's very... You're looking around, and you're kind of used to the people ignoring you. It's the New York City subway. And you see a guy get on at 14th Street, and the doors close, and he goes to open his mouth, and then he looks straight at you. His eyes blow wide, and he walks 3 cars. You can follow him walking 3 cars behind, and you can actually see him then pull out a Bible and start preaching on the train.
Sid, I think somebody may have sensed my presence.
Oh, fuck. Let's get off here.
All right. I'd like to just.
You're gonna get off the train as it's moving?
Well, next stop.
Okay.
He's in our wagon, right?
No.
Okay.
He moved a couple cars down.
Yeah, let's get the fuck out as soon as we can.
I mean, pulling out a Bible is better than pulling out a cell phone.
Yes. Only one of those two things can actually hurt us.
Yeah, probably.
You would know because you're on the express train that it's 2 stops, 34th Street and Penn Station, or the stop you're going to get off at Times Square.
I mean, we could get off at Penn and just walk the, like, 2 blocks that we need to get to Grand Central.
34th Street and 6th Avenue, and then you're going to 42nd Street and Lexington Avenue.
Yeah, whatever, a few blocks.
Yeah.
It's like IRL 20 minutes?
IRL, the walk?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably. If there's, yeah, I mean, this late at night, it might be okay. You're going to go through Herald Square. Macy's is closed, so that shouldn't be that bad. You'll go around Bryant Park. There might be something interesting happening in Bryant Park because, park and it's still warm. It is still September, so. But you get off at 34th Street. No one else seems to bother you. You make your way across town. Herschel, can you roll me Perception Occult?
Ah, shit.
I love this.
You're on fire.
6 successes.
Just hyper alert today.
He is hyper alert. He's a little scared. I mean, he was attacked and then was attacked again. And now he's very hyperly aware. And you would see...
Dead people.
Well, yes. Particularly as you walk through Bryant Park, a number of them. Most of them seem to be ignoring you for right now because they're still New Yorkers.
Mm-hmm.
There is one who seems to be tracking you, kind of following you at a distance almost.
Is there a figure distinguishable? How much of a ghost can I see?
You can see most of him. I have to... here we go. You see a younger looking gentleman, very 80s. And you see kind of business-ish, business casual, but you put that shoulder pads is definitely 80s. That haircut is a little off. He seems to be kind of following you for a little bit. He's got a kind of blue shirt on, dark pants. He's shorter than you are. Very curly hair, very large square glasses. And he looks hesitant, but he's concerned by you. He's entranced by you. He's not aggressive by any means, but he's definitely following you.
How far back is he tailing?
A couple yards.
I just want to lean into Sid and Sid, there's a ghost following me. Us.
I look around. Obviously, I don't see shit.
I mean, you can roll Perception Occult if you want.
I don't think I'm gonna see anything. Either because my roll sucks, but also because I don't have any powers. Oh shit, 4 successes. Well, wait. Yeah, 5 successes.
5 successes. 5 successes. It takes you a minute, but with Herschel kind of pointing out where it is, you can see the distortion, and you start to see the figure kind of staring at you, but staring at Herschel and looking hopeful, almost. He looks like he looks like he's starting to actually believe something, and that this is a good thing. Again, you see he's got this very like 80s style business casual slacks and a shirt, blue button down, big square glasses that dominate most of his face. He's even shorter than Sid by a couple inches.
Does he have like a main question mark above his head, or is it a side quest?
Neither. There is no quest. There are no quest markers above his head. He seems to predate pre-death the mass understanding of an MMORPG with the side quest marker system. He does seem very curly haired. Mousy might be a term that you would use for him. He has not approached you. He's like telling you a couple yards behind. But
you ever killed a geek back in the 80s, Herschel?
Well, no, I can't say I've actually killed a whole lot of humans. I don't recognize them at all, do I, Deirdre?
Mm-mm.
Okay. I mean, I could try to talk to it. I turned the ghost in our house into a wraith, so, I mean, what harm could this do?
A lot. Also, we're on the clock.
Yeah, you're right.
Let's just... Fuck it, if he wants to tag along. Like, let him follow us and we'll deal with him later.
Yeah, we'll keep going towards that cart. Is he still there? I think if I look down at my phone, like...
I'm assuming you put with your earlier, 7 successes on the computer, I can definitely say that you could put that on your phone to continue tracking him. He doesn't seem to have moved. He's still at the plastic surgeons.
All right.
Yeah, he's still there, Sid.
Good to know. Let's go.
So you make your way back north, turning at Grand Central up. Are you going to pick up the 6th train at Grand Central, or are you going to walk up to 73rd?
No, it's still quite a ways, so I think we should take the train again.
You can pick up the 6th... I mean, if you're walking across 34th Street, you can pick up the 6th train at 33rd.
Yeah, I figured that's what we're going to do instead of walking to Grand Central.
Yeah. You can pick up the train. It's a little quieter than the 1 train. Fewer tourists, more locals, business, even this late at night. Couple of families that you notice. One very... a very not flashy but well-to-do Korean family, gets on at 33rd and seems to be very focused on them. It's mom, dad, grandma, and the double stroller with the 2 kids, who are, if they're not twins, they're Irish twins, separated by less than 12 months. There's nothing odd on the train. You make your way north. Your ghostly friend continues to follow you, but he doesn't seem to approach. You get off at 77th or 68th?
77th.
77th and backtrack to,
No, sorry, 68. Yes, I had them mixed up.
It does. I mean, either way, you're gonna go a couple blocks to get to 73rd and Park. Park and 73rd. It's a interesting building. Smaller, a little bit bigger than you are. Interesting. There's a sign out front that there are actually 4 plastic surgeons. You know, there's one in this building, and then 2 in this building, and then 1 in the building behind, because they kind of butt up to each other. 1 on 73rd and 2 on 73rd and 1 on 74th. They're stone, very nice looking.
All right.
Well, you want to split up?
Let's just case the place first.
If we want to get him under the knife, we'll have to go inside, won't we?
Yeah, I just want to make sure that we know where the exits are.
Yeah, if we like walk around the building.
And also, are there any security cameras?
You can roll me perception security.
Three successes for me.
3 successes for Sid. 4 successes for Herschel. Herschel, you find a couple security cameras, very tasteful ones, high end, in the corners of, it's a white stone building, large, heavy, turn of the century neoclassic revival, large, heavy wood doors with bronze bonding, small, tasteful bronze placards on the side. It's about 5 stories. You find one pointed at the front door. You find one pointed at the back door. You find a couple other small cameras, like at what are obvious, like would have been servants' entrance or service entrances to carry stuff in. You do find the locks are very they're good, but they're, deadbolts and hand key locks. There's nothing electronic about them. Seems very normal.
Yeah, this place is lousy with cameras.
We're gonna have to make sure to wipe the feeds when we're done.
Does it look like it's private security, or are they like tapped into the building and they have like a room somewhere?
Oh,
you can tell that. Yeah, like is the feed gonna like transmit to like a private security company in the city, or is it just like I can go into the back room and like review the footage overnight?
You're pretty sure that the cameras are going back to some security in the building.
Okay.
It doesn't look like they're being transmitted. You don't see any transmitters. You see hard wires.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, that seems to be doable if we can figure out which building he's in.
Well, you have that. You just need to find what floor he's on. Sid, roll me perception alertness. Hearing specifically.
Ooh.
Come on, Sid.
Well, I mean, I lowered the difficulty by 2, so 4? Is it the regular difficulty?
Regular difficulty, yep.
Oof, it's not a whole lot, but I got 5 successes.
Well, that one didn't come through again for some reason. Okay. But I see it on the feed. Cool. Oh, now it's there. Great. Who's being weird? Uh, it's eerily quiet. Unnaturally quiet. You should hear something, right? You're used to living in the city. You can hear like cars going up Kirk Avenue. Even for this quiet section of the Upper East Side, you still hear whatever. You're used to hearing even the hum of a computer system's servers. You know how lights sound. There is no sound coming from this building at all. No refrigeration, nothing.
Something's wrong. If I look at the threshold of the door, the main door, do I see tiny runes being carved in it? Like the same flamethrower spell trap thing that the Tremere put all over the place.
Roll me perception alertness. I'll say DC 5 because you know what you're looking for.
Okay.
But let's see if they're there.
4 successes.
You see small runes along the bottom threshold and along the top lintel. That don't match the exact same pattern as the flamethrowers that you have seen, but they look similar and they look closer to the runes that were on the door of the accountants between the two accountants' office.
Oh, the noise thing. Jameera's been here. Well, they have been here.
Been here, they are here.
They might still be here, I don't know. I don't know how thorough the Justicar was in clearing out.
They might have captured Eckhart.
Eckhart was working for your girlfriend.
And that all went south. Maybe they're pissed at him.
Could be. Well, one way or another, we have to get out of here with them.
Well, do we wait for him to come out? Instead of storming the place? Then I could always ask this creepy ghost following me to go inside and see what's going on.
As you do that, the ghost kind of like smiles, like, "Ooh, I can be helpful."
I mean, why not?
I turn around and I'll look at the ghost and be like, I see you. You see me. I could probably talk to you. What do you want?
You can hear me?
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Can you Hi. I'm sorry. This is awkward. I've never had anyone actually hear me before. I should introduce. Do we do introductions? Is that how it's done?
No. Actually, you belong to me now and do my bidding.
I don't think that's how that works.
Okay. I'll help you do something if you help me do something.
That's cool. We can do that. I can help you. I can help you.
All right. Sid, how far do you want him to explore this building?
Hi, Mr. Ghost Person.
Lewis. My name's Lewis.
Hi,
Sorry.
Lewis. That's fine. You know you're dead, right?
Yeah.
Well, now we have his name. Now we care about him.
Just because I have a name doesn't mean I care about person. But hey, I care about you, Lewis. You're awesome. Listen.
You just see his face kind of light up like, somebody said I'm awesome.
You can go through walls, can't you?
I guess. I think so. I mean, I usually try not to, because that seems rude. I don't want to be rude.
No, Lewis, you're a ghost now. There are no rules. We need you to be rude.
Yeah. There's a murderer in that house. We need to figure out what's happening.
Probably a bunch of them. Sid's a private detective, and he's investigating a murder case.
I. Are you sure it's safe?
No. Yes.
Well, for a ghost, I figure it is. You're already dead. What's the worst that could happen?
Roll me perception empathy.
Does Sid have any empathy?
Sid has empathy. He's not... He acts like he doesn't care. What's the difficulty?
I'm gonna say 7 because you can't see him as well as
Okay.
Herschel can.
0 successes.
You know, he's a ghost. He obviously lit up when you said that he was awesome, and he just is kind of riveted now on what you're saying.
Look, Lewis, you seem like a pretty cool ghost, and you can even hang out with me if you want. But if you could just do this one thing for us, like, I might even be able to look at what's keeping you here. Maybe I could send you on if that's how it works. I'm not a super ghost expert, but I could probably do something for you.
All right. I just have to look in there.
Well, we're actually looking for a specific person inside that building. I like gesture towards it.
Okay. Who?
His name is Eckhart Stein, and he looks like insert description of Eckhart.
A description? Do you give him a description, or is that it?
Sid, what does he look like?
Remember. It's been a while. Let me open up the Google Drive. Where is the stuff for vampire?
NightFall.
NightFall players. He's in the other important NPCs, I think.
Mm-hmm.
That's the guy.
He's the fourth picture down.
Wait, I might be a bit too far. 1,
It's the second
2,
page.
3. No, second page I got Vigar Haystad.
Oh. Yeah, I didn't put. Did I not put him in yours? Or just unit?
Because I remember I saw his picture.
Yeah, but oh no, I think you and I have him as separate, but he's not in the main doc for everybody because I didn't update that yet. So let me fix that. Let me put him in the main doc for everyone versus just, my notes. There, have him. He's underneath your tiny gothic Lolita vampire.
Yes, I see him now. Eckenstein. He's a tall man with a very prominent jawline, especially around here. Scarred over an eye from a gift I left him with. He's got black hair that he wears a bit like messy at the top of his head, shaved sides, and he that's about it. Like thin nose, small mouth. Looks like the type of person that you would call Captain Douchebag.
Does Sid call him Captain Douchebag?
Nah, that's for another game.
Yeah, that's what I thought. He is okay. I'll go see. And then I just come back, right? I don't have to stay.
No, yeah, just come back and tell us what floor he's on and how many other people are in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good, Lewis. You're doing great.
He kind of walks doesn't float. He doesn't do anything ghost-like. He literally walks to the door, looks back at you guys, kind of gives a very hesitant thumb up, and like looks around like he's trying to be sneaky, and then puts his head through the door. So half of him is through the door and then half of him isn't. And then he just kind of walks the rest of the way through.
That's kind of a weird ghost, but at least he's useful. At least he didn't turn into a wraith and cause all the power to flicker, so that's good. So do we still have a game plan? Like, how many people in there, Sid, are going to have to be if we storm it or if we just wait for him? It's the over-under.
I mean, we'll wait for Lewis.
Is there anything you do while you're waiting for your new ghost friend to bring you reconnaissance?
Was there a back door when we went around the building?
There's a front door, a back door, and a service entrance. And all of them have cameras at them.
And the cameras are basically pointing towards the door, like not...
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll remain outside of view of the cameras of the side and back entrance, but I'm gonna go back and forth sneakily between, like, making as little noise as I can, but just so I can, you know, check if someone is coming out. Hello, Raiders! Hello, hello! We are stalking my sire in Vampire the Masquerade. We've asked a very cool ghost to go spy into a plastic surgery place. And we're waiting for them to come out. So, welcome to the what is soon to be chaos. Y'all, your emotes are super cute.
Yeah. So can you roll me a stealth, Dex stealth then?
Dex stealth? Yeah, sure. Difficulty?
7. Are you using your celerity?
No.
So you're not getting your 2 extra Dex dice?
3 now. But no, I'm not just like sprinting between the two places. I'm just, you know, I'd be like mostly standing on the corner of the building looking at both entrances, like, you know, like what I used to do when I was immortal.
Okay. Dex stealth.
Death 1 thick death.
1 success.
Yeah.
You think you're very stealthy, but you're not humming, and you're not humming the stealth song, so.
Why would I?
It gives you +2 to your rolls.
I don't think so.
Think that's how that works. But it's like 5, 10, 15 minutes, and then you can see your new friend Lewis stick his head out the door, kind of look around fervently. See Herschel light up visibly, like, oh, great, you're still there. You didn't leave me behind, and, you know, this wasn't a whole prank. And he kind of runs out of the door frame that he's in and kind of like runs up to you.
Well, what'd you see, Lewis?
So I think the guy you're looking for is in there.
Mm-hmm.
And there are like 3 other people and a really mean dog. The dog is like really mean. Like, I like dogs. And this dog, I've met dogs before, and like but never mind. this was a really mean dog, and like they had it like tied up and everything, and they were being mean to the mean dog, and I don't know if that seemed aggressive and cruel. They're really not nice people.
So, all right, Lewis, I'm gonna be real with you. Werewolves are totally a thing. Was it a giant werewolfy dog?
Werewolves are real?
Yeah, werewolves are real. Like, we're just go ahead and get past that real quick.
Did it look like a dog, or did it look like a two-legged dog person?
It is on four legs, but it was really big. It may have been a, if you say, that could have been, I don't know, but it was really big.
Which floor were they on?
Third. Big room. Like, theater, almost. And there was a lot of drinking going on. It seemed very inappropriate. Are you sure you want to hang out with those guys? Because they seem mean.
How many were there?
I think the guy you're looking for, and three more, and then not dog, mean dog, unhappy person.
So 5.
Yeah.
Herschel,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go in.
Um.
You want a side entrance or back door, and then we pincer them?
Yeah, I could try that.
I can help.
Yeah, you can. Wait, how?
I can be really scary.
Yeah, you know what, Lewis?
I mean, the 80s were a scary time.
All right, Lewis. I need you just follow me, and then I'll say bumper nickel, and then you can be really scary.
Bumper nickel. Okay.
Yep.
I can be really scary. Okay. Okay.
How do we get past these runes?
Oh, they're just the silence, any noise coming out of here.
Oh, okay, that's cool. You want to go in from the bottom floor? You're not gonna bat or gaseous form up there?
Where were they, Lewis?
Third floor.
Third floor. It's easier if I go up, because then I can funnel them through the staircase.
Yeah.
If I appear in the midst of them, I have to fend off 5 at the same time.
Yeah.
You know, I like a good fight, but I don't have a death wish.
I'm more of a supportive fighter. Maybe we should just go in together.
You're not humming the goddamn song, understood?
Lewis, are you familiar with the Pink Panther?
Yeah, I really liked that movie.
Perfect.
No singing, Lewis.
I won't be able to hear him, probably.
Okay. But I still get to be. You still need me to be scary? I can be scary.
I'll let you know.
Okay.
Herschel,
Yeah.
do you have any tools to unlock doors?
Not on me, no.
You said that the lock was a deadbolt and a...
Deadbolt and like candle key lock. They all look like key locks. There are no electronic locks. That doesn't mean there isn't a chain on the other side of the door, but you know.
Lewis, is there a chain on the other side of the door?
I guess. I don't know. I didn't look at it.
It's...
You asked me to look for a person. I
Yeah,
looked for the
no,
person.
it's fine.
I should have looked at the door.
You don't.
I'm sorry. I should have looked at the door.
Well, Lois,
Just do it again.
just stop. No. It's fine. I'll stand away from the cameras, hiding, like, in the alleyway between the two buildings. I'm gonna sigh heavily and slowly turn to mist.
So you're turning into mist. Where are you going?
I burnt my blood point. I want to go through the keyhole of the front door.
Through the keyhole of the front door.
Yeah. I mean, air can go through normally.
Yes, Eric can go through the key. There's enough space for you to fit through. You fit through the keyhole side, emerge through the other side.
Both songs are playing at the same time, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I know. I'm aware.
So yeah, and I'll reform on the other side.
You emerge on the other side. And then you are in a relatively large, like atrium vestibule, marble floors, high ceilings, reception desk, sterile behind.
Any lights in there?
They are, but they're not on.
All right, I'll.
Like there's an emergency light behind on the emergency door, but there isn't an actual light.
But like, is it so dark that I have trouble seeing with my normal eyes? Is what I meant.
No.
Okay.
No.
So I'll just unlock the door, slowly and as silently as possible.
Just roll me a stealth check.
No, I don't think so. With 4 successes.
Yeah, it's quiet and silent. And the door is open.
I approach the door.
Lewis follows you, assuming for this point until otherwise that Lewis is following you.
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to do? What would you like to do?
Look for the stairs.
Yeah. And I'm also keeping my eye out for other of these, like, runes. Especially across thresholds.
Well, you can see that there's nothing between you and the stairs.
Is there an elevator?
There is an elevator. It's a cage, Art Deco period cage elevator.
Mm-hmm.
Open shaft. The stairs kind of go around it. And the elevator goes up in the middle. It's very, very kind of tastefully ornate, if that's a thing.
Yeah, I guess stairs would be our best move, Sid.
Yeah.
I'll
And
follow
as
Sid up
you-
the stairs.
As you proceed up these stairs, these large, wide marble stairs with that strip of, like, sandpaper-like treads at the very edge of them. That's where we're going to take our break for the afternoon, you guys.
Ah, shit. Alright then, we will be back in about 5 minutes. We'll replay the intro for those of you that missed it because it was short and sweet. So we'll see you again in about 5 minutes. Stick around, everyone. And we're back, everyone. Hello. So, what's happening?
We sneak up the stairs, step by step by step.
You're sneaking up these stairs. I need a stealth roll then as you proceed up these marble stairwell.
I'll just lose Lewis's stealth. That's fine. I'm sure he's quiet.
Lewis doesn't need to roll stealth.
Exactly.
I fail. So I mutter the Pink Panther song.
Just, Sid, what are you doing?
Sid, can you roll me willpower?
Da-da, 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 da-da. What's the difficulty?
7.
Da-da-da-da.
You're not muttering the Pink Panther song.
Oh, I have Iron Will. Does that change anything?
No,
Okay.
not in this instance.
He's just singing Frank Sinatra, top of his lungs.
I got 2 successes.
You're not quiet, but you're focused now. You should be quiet. You know that you should be quiet, but you have a goal in mind, and that goal is at the top of the stairs. And for the first time in a while, it's almost like you just want to run up there and confront him, but you hold yourself back. But it means you're not necessarily as quiet as you want to be.
Mm-hmm.
You're not quite Sandor Clegane charging after the Mountor, but same kind of perspective.
Does that make Herschel Maisie Williams?
Yes.
No, it doesn't, unfortunately, because Maisie Williams is way too nice and way too good looking to ever be confused with Herschel.
Confirmed. Herschel's Macy Williams.
So, yeah, I'll keep going.
You're
up
not
the stairs.
loud, but you're not quiet.
Yeah.
You proceed up these stairs that wrap around the floors as you go up. It's 3 floors. You come to the 3rd floor, and it's a double door, big, heavy wooden double door that's kind of, there's a vestibule, and there's this big, heavy wooden door. There's another smaller, door that says that emergency exit door to your right, but other than that, there's nothing else on this landing.
I get my claws out.
Mm-hmm.
I pull out my gun and I say, "All right, Needle, we got this."
Oblivious to the reference, Sid just nods and opens the door.
I mean, that works. You're going to just open the door?
Yep.
Cool.
We knock and say pizza.
You knock and say pizza, or you just open the door?
We open the door.
Are you opening the door quietly, or are you doing one of those, Aragon at Helm's Deep, fling open the double doors?
More of a Kramer, I'd imagine.
Ooh.
Wait. Okay.
That's a choice.
Hey, Jerry. I'm going to... No, actually, that's going to be like an Aragorn. Dramatically open the doors. As Sid says... Stein. And then I get immediately shot with a shotgun.
I do need you to roll me a dex dodge. As it's not a shotgun that comes at you.
Is it a fire trap again?
No fire. It's a blade.
I am going to add my celerity though if it's like dodging. What's the difficulty? 6?
6. You can re-roll the 10.
I got 0 successes.
Seeing
Stein!
Hey,
You get slammed in the shoulder by a very ornate dagger.
Cool.
That
What's
came out
the
of-
damage? Because
it's
I
just,
can soak a shit ton of damage.
it's not any. You're definitely going to soak this, but I just have to roll it, or do math. It should be 6.
Lethal?
Yes, because it's a bladed weapon, so it's not bruised.
Alright, so when you soak, it's a roll, right? Let me just check.
Yeah, you're rolling your
Stamina plus fortitude. Okay.
Yeah. You can, and if you roll over 6, then you soak all of it.
So stamina plus 3. 5 successes.
So you take 1 damage.
Yeah. Lethal? Lethal because it's a blade.
Yeah, lethal because it's a blade. It's not poisoned, and it doesn't seem to be. You have no problem with silver, so it's not anything like that. And it's, but you have a blade sticking out of your left shoulder. As you look, you can see this figure. You look into this room, and it's like Lewis said, a theater. Raised tiers about 3 or 4 levels above the floor. It goes around the outside of this room that's about 20, maybe 100 feet by 20 feet total. So it's like a semicircle, wider than it is long. You see the 4 figures standing around this other figure that looks like a very kind of, now that you've opened the door, you can hear it screaming, howling in pain. Very animalistic. It looks like a very large dog, canine of some sort, question mark. You have the 4 other figures standing around it. One is very obviously Stein. The other 3 are hooded. Stein is kind of like just staring, glaring at you, and you can see that he's reaching to pull another dagger from his belt. And the dagger that he's, like, the knife that he's pulling now is very obviously much more utilitarian throwing knife. What he threw at you is much more ornate.
Is the big dog, is it in a cage or?
No, it's chained to the floor.
Does it look pretty defeated? Or is it like, grrr?
It's in the angry stages of pain where it might attack anyone.
Sweet. Can I shoot the chain?
You can definitely try.
Works in the movies.
I'm gonna say difficulty 8.
Sweet.
For
Burn some will.
Yeah, I think I have willpower.
Yes, your willpower comes back in. Your
do I
willpower.
burn willpower before or after?
Either. Well, you burn 1 to get an automatic success.
Okay, I shall burn 1 willpower. Get that off of there.
So you have 1 automatic success.
Difficulty 8. Come on, Herschel. Come on, roll 10. No.
With 3 successes, you fire and you hit the chain.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't break. It's a very loud, shockingly loud
Oh yeah, we're in theater. Sure.
ring sound that echoes across, and it's a marble, still that heavy stone and marble. It's echoing everywhere. Can I ask both of both of
What the
you
fuck?
to make a perception alertness, or excuse me, not perception alertness. No, perception alertness. Sorry.
Is it sight-based?
Hearing.
3 successes.
And 1 success for Herschel. As the sound echoes around in this room, Sid, you hear something odd. The back section of this theater, the seats that you can see, like the semicircle of seats that are in front of you, and directly across from you, where Eckhard's kind of staring at you, behind him, the sound didn't echo right. It didn't bounce behind you.
Yeah, so there's something blocking the sound from coming out. The runes, probably.
I look at Lewis and I say, bumper nickel.
And you see Lewis kind of run out.
I have no idea what he's going to do, Sid.
Let's see if this works.
If he freaks them out before I attack them, that's gonna be hilarious.
It's gonna try. He kind of does very.
Oh my god, we caught the ghost from Beetlejuice.
We basically found Casper. Like,
I'm gonna give him his extra roll because I want to see how he does.
Where's his fucking anchor so that we can just destroy it?
I should have brought the wraith from the brownstone.
He kind of comes in, and I guess they weren't expecting a ghost, and they particularly weren't expecting a ghost to kind of come behind you. They definitely heard you coming up the stairs, Sid, and were prepared for you, and are looking a little on the aggressive side about you in general. And as he's, he kind of comes up directly behind one of these other 3 individuals, not Eckhard, and just kind of goes, ah! And they are more surprised than scared at first, and then they kind of get very wide-eyed and like backpedal. That more like you got scared because somebody jumped behind you than you were actually scared of what's going on.
Well,
Okay.
Better than nothing. Good job, Lewis.
Can I go?
You can.
All right. I can. So one thing that I can do with celerity is instead of giving myself a bonus to a check, I can spend a blood point to take 1 extra action per dot of celerity that I have,
Yes.
per blood point that I spend.
Yes. So if you spend 1 blood point, you can take 3 extra actions because you have 3.
I'm allowed to burn 2 blood points per turn because of my generation. So I'm gonna take 7 actions this turn.
Go right ahead.
How many people are there in the room? And where are they placed?
Okay, so I should have done this on a map, but
Because
okay.
here's what I want to do. I attack the first one that stabbed me because fuck him.
That would be Eckhard.
I'm gonna claw at Eckhart first. Then I'm gonna
Okay.
move on to the next person. Attack that person, and then I'm just gonna, bounce from one person to another person.
What I'm gonna do is give you a rough, very rough map. 1, 2.
And for my attack on Eckhart, I'm also going to spend a willpower point.
Okay. And then here you 2 are kind of here. Let me do this. So this is generally the layout of what you've got.
Okay. The red squares are the people. The teal square is the animal.
Yep.
And then Stein is right up against one of us, right?
Yep. And the room kind of goes like that.
Okay.
And you've just come through these double doors, and Stein is this one.
Oh,
Yes.
he threw a thing at me. I thought he was right in front of me.
No. He threw the dagger at you. It's impaled in your shoulder.
You piece of shit. All right. So would rushing...
And now he's drawing another, like, obvious throwing dagger. Like, what's in your shoulder doesn't look like it should been effectively thrown, but he rolled really well, so it worked.
You're just a piece of shit. What is this? All right. So I'm going to rush the closest one. I don't know who they are, but I am sorry.
It doesn't matter now.
They're all hooded. Your friendly neighborhood ghost is over here.
Okay.
Get him, Lewis.
He's spooked this guy, kind of. So you're gonna rush the first one.
Yeah. I just want to check something. My movement is half maximum running to take an action. So 3 times my dex.
Don't you have like god level dex now?
Yeah, so that's 15. That's okay. I can move 35 yards and still have all my actions. So I figure moving doesn't count as one of my 7 actions.
No, move. I'm not going to count movement. The space between you all is small enough. It's fine.
All right, so I rush the first one and I unleash on the first one.
Cool. He gets to roll it.
Oh no! I quit the game.
That's not good. Come back.
So Sid disappears in the ethereal plane. It's just Herschel and Lewis.
Herschel and Lewis are going to take on.
So, does
Herschel
the
uses
first
obfuscate.
person look like a vampire in any way, shape, or form?
You cannot hear any heart. Well, that's not true. You hear one heartbeat coming from the creature that's bound in the middle of the room.
Oh, okay. All right, so
your assumption is that these are all kindred of some sort.
okay. Oof, I only have 1 success because my luck is finally turning out. 2 successes for his dodge.
Tie goes to the player.
All right, so he would take strength +1 aggravated damage, which means he will take 4 points of aggravated damage.
He's still up, but not well.
Yeah.
He's bleeding profusely. And
That's my first action.
Yep. So
My second action, I'm going to jump to the second one.
Mm-hmm.
Do the same thing.
Okay, so left or right?
I'll go right first.
Cool. So the little bee is saying that he's bleeding on the floor.
All right, 3 successes. 3 successes for the second one.
He fails with only 2.
So that's strength +2. That's 5 aggravated.
He's bleeding out on the ground. You're just kind of swiping through them.
Yeah, I'm just
reminder,
going.
of course, that this is Sid and gore is a thing.
Yeah, but he's not going for a spectacle right now. He's going for efficiency.
So, you're clawing across their chest and they're now bleeding out of the ground.
Yeah. Now he's gonna go back to the first one for my third action. Attack the first one. Because I don't want to jump through the dog.
Okay, so you're going 1,
So
2.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna bounce.
So you're not going deck hard. You're just
Not
going back
yet.
to die.
I'm finishing
Not
off
yet.
the goons first.
Okay.
So
2
that's
actions.
yeah. I've taken 2 actions so far. So this is my third.
Mm-hmm.
For 4 successes.
Well, he can't dodge again this round.
Oh no. Oh, I'm sorry. That's 7 points of aggravated damage.
Did you want to take his head off?
Yeah.
Okay, you take his head off.
Alright, for my 4th action, I'm gonna go next to Lewis.
Alright.
I'm gonna rip the guy next to Lewis apart.
He gone.
For
The guy
0
next to
successes.
Lewis. The guy next to Lewis is spooked. So I will. Sorry, I was going to make your difficulty lower because he's spooked.
Oh, okay, sure. What's the difficulty?
4. But still 0 successes.
It's
Because you rolled all the
4
ones.
ones? So I miss him. That was my
he
4th
kind of,
action.
like, you go hit him, but he's freaked out by Lewis. With his
So,
"Rah!"
5th
and kind of falls back away from you.
5th action, I'm gonna shrug, look at Lewis like, what the fuck? And just plunge on him.
Okay. He's still spooked.
6 successes.
I'm gonna let him try and dodge. He gets 3! You still do damage.
So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points of aggravated.
Yeah, he's, gone. Did you want to kill him?
Yes.
Bye-bye.
So that was my 5th action.
Mm-hmm.
My 2 other actions, I'm gonna jump on Eckert.
Cool. Cool.
I'm gonna spend a point of willpower to get +3
Ooh.
to my attack.
Damage?
No, to get an automatic success. Sorry, it's
Yeah,
an
so it's
automatic
like
success in this
automatic
edition.
success.
Yeah.
This edition.
So 1 automatic success to just hit.
Yeah.
Plus whatever it is that I roll. I roll 4, so 5 successes total.
Mm-hmm. You hit him with 1.
So he takes 4 points of aggravated damage.
He's still up. I need to do a thing. Soaking is strength plus...
It's only... soaking aggravated is fortitude alone.
Fortitude alone. Cool.
Yeah. So no stamina, just the discipline.
He soaks at least 2 of it.
He still took 2.
Yes, he does. He still take 2.
And I have 1 last action.
You do.
I do it again.
Cool.
Willpower and all.
1.
I fail. Oh no, 1 success. Woohoo!
You get 1 success.
Oh,
He
these
doesn't get to
dice.
dodge. He doesn't get to dodge again, but he does get to do something else because he can't take the same action at the same time. But he can attempt to avoid your attack.
Sure.
He's gonna try and do a thing, and if it works, it'll be great. But it doesn't. He was gonna try and reverse the attack on you and throw you, but with only 1 success, you win.
And I also have 1 success. So he takes another 4 points of aggravated damage.
He takes 4 points of aggravated damage. He can roll that. No, he takes 4 points of aggravated damage.
So he took 6 in all.
Took 6 in all. He's still standing. He's still bloody as hell, but now it's his turn.
Hi, Dad.
Hey, he looks like shit. He's not happy about it.
Oh shit, he's crippled.
Effectively. But you're rubbing his face now, Sid.
But he has the -5 to everything.
I know. Would you like to roll a dex dodge as he goes for your neck?
Oh yeah, sure. I don't have my +3 though, because I'll only get it next turn. Three successes.
With 3 successes, he definitely bites. He scratches at your neck. Looks like he's going to bite, the difference being 2. And he definitely bites down and he scratches you, but you're bleeding, but he doesn't get a hold of your neck to start draining you. You pull yourself back enough for that. You will take 1 aggravated damage.
Ooh. Oh, can I try to soak it with fortitude?
You can.
I don't.
Yeah. But you take 1 aggravated. Herschel, you up? There's the guy who's bleeding on the floor. There's Sid engaged with Eckhard. He's come up there.
The beast that's chained, is it a werewolf or?
You can roll me intelligence occult to make that determination. It's big, scary, dog-ish thing. Chained to the ground. With 3 successes, it's not any werewolf you've ever seen, but it looks scary as fuck.
Okay, so I should probably leave it chained up.
It also doesn't look like it can determine anyone. Its sanity is gone.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's very obvious to see, and you're not sure who it would go for if you let it out.
I guess I'm gonna shoot Eckhart. I'll spend a willpower to get a free success here. 4 successes.
You shoot him in the shoulder.
Woo!
Doesn't seem to do a whole lot to him except piss him off.
That's good enough. I'm helping.
You are helping.
We need to get you a bigger gun.
It is now Lewis's turn. What would you like Lewis to do? As he is looking at the remains of the guy that Sid decapitated.
Lewis, by the way, we're vampires and he's a vampire too. I don't know, do something to him.
Huh? What? Oh, okay.
Lewis, get past this.
So Lewis is gonna try and what do you want him to do? You want him to attack Eckhard?
Yeah, maybe like distract him. Like, is there a penalty like he could give Eckhart if he succeeds enough or something? Or?
Yeah, he can spook him.
Yeah.
If he does well. But we'll see. 2 successes!
That's
He's
all I can
not
hope
really
for.
scaring Eckhart per se. Is he just kind of like, and you see him literally run, like arms pumping, running across the room. He should be moving a lot faster, but it's almost like he's forgotten. And he's like, "Roar! I'm scary!"
Yeah, that's about what I expected.
Eckhart is more confused than scared, and he kind of side-eyes at Sid and goes, "I see your companions have... Well, you've lowered your standards, haven't you, Sydney?"
Don't talk to me or my son ever again.
Sydney?
"Oh, we have new family. Family is very important." And he turns his gaze from you to Herschel. And then back to you immediately and goes, "That? You're claiming that?" It is your turn.
I didn't have a witty retort. So it's
your dad is very not happy with your adopting of a Nosferatu abomination.
Sure. I'm gonna drain my dad. I just need to check the bite and thingy action. Okay, it's a kiss attack. I'm gonna kiss my dad. Upon connecting with the kiss, the vampire may begin to drain the victim's blood at a normal rate. Yeah, sure. Oh, Dex plus Brawl plus 1. And... I'm going to burn a blood point.
How many are you at now?
I have 2 left.
Roll me a willpower.
For 5 successes.
You're really hungry, but you're focused still. Your target now
Yeah,
is
but-
your father, who's in front of you.
Yeah, but I'm going to drain him to gain blood points back. I want to bring him down to torpor, basically.
Okay. But you don't want to kill him. You just want to torpor.
I don't want to kill him. I just want him to be completely incapacitated.
Well, go for it. Let's see if it works.
So
Let's see
I'm
if
going
you
to
can
have
dodge.
4 attacks without the celerity bonus.
4 attacks it is.
Where's my brawl button? Brawl. Nothing on the first one.
He doesn't even try. He just kind of negligently backhands you almost. Your attack away from him.
4 successes on the second one, though.
You definitely connect on the second one. So you're going to try and drain him?
Yeah, it's at the normal rate, so I just need to...
You have to hold for at least a round to fully drain him.
Do my bonus actions work, or it doesn't
Yes,
matter?
you can continue to drain him but your action of draining him isn't faster than, does that make sense?
Okay.
Like, you can spend your extra actions to continue the drain, but the rate of flow doesn't increase because you're not controlling that. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So
His heart is doing that, not you.
Yeah,
Well,
so I'll gain the 3 blood points that I need, like the maximum that I can get from someone.
Yeah. This
Slurp,
round.
slurp. And my extra turn, my extra action that I have,
Yeah.
I'm going to... I think if there's a way to,
You still have 2 actions.
Oh, I still have 2 actions. That's awesome. Close combat maneuver. I will immobilize him. Or try to immobilize him.
Okay.
So that's strength plus brawl. I'm not very strengthy. I am not a strong person. I only have 3 successes.
So you have 3 successes.
Yeah.
Let's see what he does. He has 1 success. You grab hold of him.
All right, so I'm grabbing hold. I'm draining him, and
You have 1 last action. You can tighten your grip effectively. I'll say it gives him an extra penalty, or you can try and move him.
ooh, yeah, I'm gonna start moving him closer to the window.
To the door? Like, there's the door that you came in here.
Oh, there's no windows in the room. That's true. So yeah, closer to the door.
Okay. So you'll get... I'm assuming you're going around whatever's chained in the floor?
Oh yeah, I'm not going through the dog. I'm scared of that dog.
Roll me perception alertness. Anyone who wants to.
That's 4 successes.
With 4 successes and 3 successes, you can both start to hear the groan of metal on stone. And it looks like without these other vampires focused on whatever's chained to the ground, it started to pull at those manacles and chains. and seems to be pulling them loose.
Lewis, scare the dog.
Lewis looks at you, looks at the dog, looks at you.
Lewis, we're vampires, werewolves are real, and monsters are real. Scare the thing.
I'll just, like, as I'm draining Papa, I'm just gonna... I shall shoot the damn thing!
Why don't we just kick some of the other vampires towards it, and it'll just eat them while we run away.
Sure!
Alright, I want to push some of the other vampires towards the thing.
Which ones? One of the two that Sid decapitated, or the one bleeding out on the floor?
The one bleeding out.
Okay. So you move up to next to him.
Mm-hmm.
You go to shove him. He's bleeding out, so he can't really resist you.
Mm-hmm.
You shove him towards the animal
Yes.
of some sort. Canine, perhaps. Can you roll me? No, I'll do it this way. It doesn't seem to react to that much, and goes back to kind of like using their very powerful jaw to pull at the spikes that are in the floor. They're chaining it to the floor.
Run, Sid, run!
Lewis, hearing that, will like go, okay, we're running, and he's running to the door. Sid, you still have hold of your dad, your sire, your Eckhard, but he's right up close and personal with you. So he's gonna try and stab you in the gut with 3 successes.
If I try to dodge, does it mean that I have to, like, let go of him?
You would probably at least have to stop draining him.
Then I will... He's stabbing me with the blade, right? The dagger?
One of the throwing daggers that he's pulled from his belt, yeah.
I'll try to soak it.
Cool. Well, he gets 0 successes, so it's 3 points of damage. Would be 3 points of damage.
Alright, let me just... I got 4, so 7 d10.
Why was I rolling? I wasn't supposed to be rolling. I was
Yeah,
supposed
no.
to just be doing math.
But that's okay, I got 1 success. No, 0 success. I take the full brunt of that damage.
You take 3 damage to your gut as he stabs. And you realize, Sid, that you are a man of war. He is very used to finding a very particular spot on an individual and stabbing very much directly for the liver and kidneys.
That hurt like a bitch!
A, that hurts like a bitch, and B, he's looking for a particular artery node. And if you were human, you'd probably be dead if you'd pulled that blade out.
Piece of shit.
Very much. But it's your turn. You're still draining him, so you still get 3 blood points.
Yeah, but before I do that, I just want to check. Lethal damage is healed by... Is it 1 for 1?
Yes, lethal is 1 for 1. Bruised is just time.
Yeah, I don't care about mortal healing time. Like, the fuck?
Silly mortals.
Silly mortals. So, I get 3 blood points.
Yes.
I'm gonna spend 2 to heal 2 points of lethal.
Mm-hmm.
And shit, I have to keep him alive. Fucking hell.
You have to keep him. You can put him into torpor. If you choose to do non-lethal damage, I will allow you to not straight up kill him.
So could I punch him into, like, unconsciousness?
Yeah.
Like, just headbutt him?
Yeah, mechanically speaking, because you're choosing to. You have enough control still to put him down that way.
Alright, so that would be a I guess I'm gonna go with just the punch to the face.
Okay.
Just whatever. Hi, Dad.
Your family relationship is very complicated.
3 successes.
You punch him full on in the. You hear his nose crack.
That would be 4 bashing damage.
He's very woozy. Oh, but you've drained him. No, he's unconscious. We'll say he's unconscious. I forgot to add in the second turn. There is still the guy bleeding on the floor and the big scary dog thing-ish. Which you can definitely see is focused on getting out at this point.
I'm just gonna throw Eckhard to the side.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the end of my turn.
Herschel, what you doing?
I guess I want to help restrain Eckhart. Then just let Sid do what Sid's gonna do.
All right, so you're gonna run over here and
Try to grapple him, I guess. Yeah.
Well, he's
Well, I mean-
unconscious.
he's unconscious, so you can tie him up if you want.
That's it.
I guess
Tie
I'll
my
do-
dad up.
and then we'll just suck him together.
Bonding time.
I guess I helped Sid carry Eckhart out of here.
Well,
Okay,
I
let's
discarded Eckhart because I'm going to go after Puppy.
You're
Oh,
gonna
what
deal
after
with
the dog
Puppy?
thing?
Well, we can't leave Puppy to just roam the streets of New York. That's a gross violation of the masquerade.
Only if somebody finds out it was us.
Somebody will find out.
I guess I shoot the puppy thing.
Shoot at Puppy.
Yep, shoot it, puppy.
You hit Puppy. You have Puppy's attention now.
What's the pistol you got?
Heck if I know.
Oh, is it a revolver? Is it a small
it's-
pistol?
It's
Or
probably a revolver.
like a .38?
Probably a 45, I'd imagine.
Oh, okay. And damage is still 6 lethal.
Mm-hmm. He is now looking at you.
Oh, yeah. I
And
was
you
just
heard it.
mentioning it for...
Yeah, for purposes, yeah. You hear it kind of whimper a little bit, but now it's growling. Sid, could you roll me intelligence occult, wits occult, your choice?
Let's go with wits. I'm wittier. Two successes.
You know that this is not a werewolf. It is not a lupine of any variety. that you ever come across. What it looks like? It looks like a gangrel that's gone full.
Let me know when it's my turn.
It's your turn.
Son of a bitch. I kneel down in front of the dog.
You can see the gunshot wound that Herschel has fired into it slowly start to heal.
I will look into its eyes, and I will use Quell the Beast. I want to... Oh, sort of will of immortal. Oh, sorry, it doesn't work against the... Ah, shit, it doesn't work against the... It's not... Oh, no, wait.
No, it can.
Though a vampire's beast cannot be cowed with this ability, the storyteller may allow characters to use the soothing variation of his power to pull a vampire out of frenzy. Oh!
Like, I always assume that Quell the Beast can pull someone out of frenzy. If it rolls high enough and it works, but you're rolling against their frenzy.
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to calm them down.
Yeah.
So it's manipulation, empathy. And I'm going to spend another willpower.
Cool. So you have 1 success.
2 success.
2 successes.
3
successes. 3 successes, and... You succeed. Its focus is on you and slowly starting to calm.
That's it. Go to sleep. Go the fuck to sleep.
It takes a moment to... It kind of woozily turns and then just kind of collapses.
Oh yeah, we still have a fucking bleeding out vampire.
Yep.
Herschel.
Yeah.
You hungry?
Yeah.
I'm still a bit hungry, but I'll leave you some. And I'll just take like 1 drink from that other vampire.
So...
Just to get an extra 3 blood points.
Okay. You can get 3 blood points. He's still alive.
My turn.
I mean, yeah, your turn.
Don't Diablerize him, though.
But you did it.
Yeah, I made a mistake. Believe me, people are also are already very wary of you. You don't want that stain on your file.
But I mean, there have really been like 0 consequences from you doing it. So I mean, like father, like son, right?
I throw him the body and I get my cell phone out to call Alexander.
I won't Diablerize him.
You can get 3 blood points, and because he's effectively unconscious, he cannot manipulate it for a blood bond. Father-son bonding over...
Oh, wait, is he still alive after we've,
If you choose not to Diablerize him, yes.
Ah! Shit, I rip his throat out as I'm talking on the phone with Alexander.
I was waiting for that.
Hey, Alex! I'm in need of a lift.
The phone doesn't answer when you call.
Shit, fuck.
Like, it rings twice, and then you hear it go, like, you hear it kind of, somebody tap at it, answers it, then hangs up on it.
He's still with Queenie.
It's probably a serious game of cards they're playing.
Yeah, sure. Do I have the phone number of the Russian gentleman that drives Alex around?
Your driver friend?
Yeah, our
who
driver.
doesn't-
Like, after living with him for 40 fucking years, like, do I have...
Yes, you have the newer driver, the second driver who is a little older, gave you his card personally when they came to get you, and after you rescued Auden.
Okay. I will... Oh, that's true. I'll call him and ask him to meet us at the plastic surgery on 73rd Street.
And Park Avenue.
And Park Avenue, yeah.
He responds, how many, sir?
3 and a big-ass dog.
I'll bring in the bigger car then. 10 minutes.
I want to look for the security room.
Roll me just perception streetwise. Or perception computers.
There it is.
It doesn't take you long. It's actually one floor above, almost directly above this room. So you'd have to go up to the 4th floor. The security room isn't locked at the moment. It's a really nice setup, though. They've got like a bunch of monitors, 6 or 7 server towers.
Yeah.
And you would realize that you have video footage of this space recorded for at least the last 5 years.
I guess I just want to delete tonight's footage and...
Do you want to do anything else, or just delete tonight's?
I don't think I have enough time to like download all the external drives, so I'll just delete tonight's footage and we'll be on our way.
Okay. It's not hard to do. I mean,
it'll be like delete tonight's footage and then like continue like an hour after we leave or something.
Yep. So you are deleting footage. While Herschel is deleting footage, what are you doing, Sid?
I'm going through Egghart's pockets to begin with. And then I'm gonna search the room, try to find out what the fuck they were doing to that gangrel.
Okay. Roll me perception awareness. Or perception investigation, your choice.
You know, I'm an investigator by trade.
Mm-hmm.
So I will roll perception investigation. Because, you know, I should be good at that. I've been doing it for, like, 70 years. Good. Roll 20 didn't fuck me over. Got 5 successes.
There's a very interesting, like, looking at the floor, now that you're focused on not getting stabbed. By the way, you still have that one dagger in your shoulder.
Oh,
and that other dagger in your... The throwing knife kind of bleeds a little when you pull it out of your spleen, but you know.
As I do so, I'll also spend the requisite blood points to finish healing all the lethal damage.
Yeah, you're fine. The dagger that you pull out of your shoulder, heavy, ornate, carved obsidian.
I'm keeping both, by the way. I don't want to leave, like, traces that we were there.
Yeah.
The vampires that we killed, by the way, were they old enough that they turned to ash? Or, like, are there still bodies there?
They, 2 immediately turned to ash. One is more skeletal, but
Okay.
crumbling.
Okay.
You looking back now that you're actually looking at the floor, you see that the floor is inlaid, or actually you see two things. One, you would see that the marble floor of the vestibule where you came in, you didn't notice it at the time, but there's like a half-inch height difference between the floor of the vestibule and the floor of this room. This room is lower. And you see a lip going around the outside of this amphitheater or seating theater that looks like that you can put like there's like a floor that usually can be laid on top of this.
Okay.
Have you ever been to like a basketball arena where they lay it where you can go from the hockey rink to the basketball arena?
Yeah.
You're just laying out the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Same kind of concept. There's that height differential. But you see on the floor that you can see, particularly underneath the gangrel that's still tied up but asleep now, a very intricate inlay of some sort of, you guess, ritual circle of some sort. Symbols and markings. Sid do ritual magic?
Sid does not do ritual magic.
You have no idea what you're looking at, but you can pretty sure it looks like magic and shit.
Sid's going to snap a few pictures of what's around to show Rebecca.
Mm-hmm.
With your Polaroid?
No, I've been taught by Auden how to take pictures. It's not the best quality, and I probably take a few pictures of my face because the camera's reverse. So instead of tapping on the button to reverse, I just like flip my phone over, and then I try to take the pictures.
Yeah, eventually you'll get a bunch of varying quality. You would notice directly here at the peak of the arch,
Mm-hmm.
like directly across from the doors where you came in.
Yeah.
There's a large ornate the wall of the knee wall basically of the amphitheater where the seats are is a very large seal, coat of arms, and that's where the sound was not working. The echo on the chamber wasn't correct.
Gonna go take a look at it. Have I ever seen this coat of arms before?
You can roll me intelligence academics. Or intelligence. History? Ooh, history would work.
Oh, history is not a skill.
History's not a skill. I was like, wait, that's not a skill.
Yeah, no.
Intelligence politics would also work.
Let's go with politics. Let's go with 0 success because I suck.
Hey, Sid, what you looking at?
Sure.
This. And can I, as I pointed to Herschel, I want to take it off the wall if possible.
Well, it's not like, you know that little, when you walk into an amphitheater,
yeah,
like that little knee wall right at the bottom level of the seats?
Mm-hmm.
So it's not it's the wall itself is carved in this.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, like, you could take the wall off. You could see if you can do anything to the wall you want, but it's not hanging there.
Oh, okay. No, I just, I'll point it to,
Yeah. You would note it. That's where the sound wasn't right.
Yeah.
And so
something's wrong about it.
Could I make a roll?
Mm-hmm. Intelligence academics or intelligence politics?
Intelligence. Where's academics? There he is.
You have seen this before. Well, you've seen it in two places. One, you saw it hanging above, well, intricately carved into the headboard of the bed in Franny's room. But you also saw it on some of the documents that you were looking through on the computer tied to things in Vienna.
Um, I'm not sure, Sid. I saw it in Franny's place when I was there, and some of the Vienna documents as well, as to what it means or who it's for. It's hard to say, but it keeps popping up.
I'll snap a picture. I don't know either, but
We should probably get out of here.
yeah, did you get everything you needed?
Yeah, I just erased the info for tonight. I think we should be good to go.
Cool. Let's go then.
Is the elevator strong enough to hold all of us as we go down? It's one of the old-timey ones. It's hard to say.
Sorry about that, guys. My headset died.
Oh.
Oh, no, you're fine.
We can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, good.
Cool. All right.
Is the old-timey elevator strong enough to hold all of us?
Looks like.
We throw the bodies in.
All of them?
Just the ones
Just
we're
the
bringing
ones we
back.
care about.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're leaving behind the
skeleton
and the piles of ash.
Yeah.
Did you make any determination about are you doing anything with the seal or coat of arms?
We took a picture of it.
Okay. Roll me perception alertness as you do so.
A bunch of successes. Like 4.
As you take this picture, you see the light bounce off of it, oddly. It refracts almost.
I'm gonna take a closer look at it then.
I think there's something like behind it.
That's what I think. So I'm gonna check the carving. Like, is there like a place that you can press on it, or like some sort of like button, or?
Roll me intelligence and perception investigation or intelligence investigation, and your DC is a 5.
Lewis, stop hyperventilating and go through that wall.
Lewis is outside this room.
Difficulty 5?
Mm-hmm. He's like standing at the door staring, but he's not getting any closer to the...
7 successes.
With 7 successes, it takes you a couple moments to notice that a couple of the coat of arms is a large wolf rampant on a field with 2 towers behind it. Crossed blades, very Eastern looking, and by Eastern I mean Turkish looking blades at the bottom, scimitars, not straight blades but curved. You see that you can push on one of the towers of this coat of arms.
I will push on it.
And the whole back section of seats slides back like 20 feet,
mm-hmm.
and then to the side.
What's beyond it?
A room in darkness.
Sure.
You see a relatively small room, well, compared to what you're in. And there's a spiral staircase going up. There is a lot of books all along the walls. and you
Shite.
see a shit ton of weapons.
What kind of weapons? Are we talking medieval or are we talking modern?
All of the above.
Oh, shit. Real quick, what are the books on if I, like, just peruse the...
A number look like ledgers, just accounting books of ledgers of sorts. There are some that if you take a second to look through them, they're very obviously in foreign languages. You can recognize a couple. You live in New York. You recognize like kanji because you've seen it on buildings all over the place.
Yeah, I don't know what it means, but I know that it's, like,
You-
Chinese or Japanese or Korean.
You can recognize some Cyrillic and Russian. There are definitely some Hebrew writings. A couple of them are political. If you take a second to flip through a couple of those Hebrew books, you'll see some philosophical readings, but mostly they're tactical and discussions of vampires and vampire. They're like vampire and instruction manuals on vampire politics, but also hunting the vampires.
Oh, fuck.
It's a massive library. It goes up, you can look up and see into the spiral staircase, and it goes up 3 floors.
Be a real shame if this caught fire.
Yeah, let's just go up and see real quick what we have to deal with here. I'm thinking Eckhart and the Hunters were one and the same.
You aren't seeing any iconography that looks like the church.
I'll still go upstairs. Do you want to come with?
Yeah, I'll go with.
Lewis kind of follows you to the door and is like wide-eyed.
Oh, wait. There's that room was like a theater, right? Were there chairs anywhere?
Yeah, they're theater seats.
Theater seats. Ah, shit. Did we see anything made out of wood in this place? Like a table leg, a chair leg?
I'll say yes. There are a couple. You could grab a couple chairs at the side of the theater, like the side edge rows, because this is an older theater.
I just want to break.
Handrails.
Yeah, I want to break a leg, and then stake Eckhart with it.
So the handrail going up the side, you can pull one of the support rails out of it.
And then I'll just stake Eckhart, and I'll be like, "Stay there."
So you've staked Eckhart, and you's kind of like laying there. Lewis looks at you. You want me to watch him? I can watch him.
Lewis, that would be amazing.
And he kind of perks up like he's helpful.
Very helpful today.
Yeah, you should come live with us.
I can do that?
I side-eye look at Sid.
There was a person we live with called Alexander. He's a big fan of ghosts.
Okay, if you're sure it's okay.
I mean, if that's the case, yeah, you should totally come live with us. We've got a big house. And
We already have another ghost. You guys can just commiserate together and stuff.
Yeah, Alexander already has another ghost follows him around.
Okay, if you're sure it's okay.
Yeah, totally. I mean, Sid basically owns the place, so whatever he says goes.
Okay, I'll watch him. And he kind of like turns and looks very intently, and he pushes his glasses up. It's like staring at Eckhart.
Cool. Let's go.
As you make your way up these stairs, you would notice that the weapons, some of them are mounted as if trophies, right? That have been taken.
Okay, yeah.
Some of them are just racks of like swords, guns, other things, knives. Like, so it's kind of a mix and match of armory and this is a trophy.
Is there a, by any chance, a pump-action shotgun somewhere? Or a good old double-barrel Winchester?
Yes, there are 2.
I will take a pump-action if there's one.
There is a you may take a pump action, and there is a ratchet-handed Winchester.
I will take both, and I'll look at Herschel and be like, your pick.
I guess I'll take the pump. Seems kind of hard to hide, but
Someone's downstairs. Let's go check out. Yeah, that's a present. Job well done. Plus, it's going to be a lot better than your pea shooter.
I don't know about that.
Uh,
You know how many people I've stung with this thing? Several.
Yeah, the intent is to wound, to kill. You know, that's... Otherwise, I'll just get you a BB gun at Toys R Us.
I mean, maybe.
Alright, and I'm gonna head upstairs.
Heading upstairs. You're both going upstairs?
Yeah.
Okay. It's quiet. Again, it's that unnatural level of quiet. You're pretty sure that this space is also warded against sound. As you make your way up the 2 floors, a number of books of varying ages and languages. Some you can flip through and see that they look very, there are drawings that look very like kind of like that ritual circle that's in the ground. Maybe. You get all the way to the top floor of this like mini tower library. And you realize, doing the math, you went up 3 floors, but you were on the 3rd floor of the building that from the outside only has 5 floors.
Freaky fucking Tremere magic.
Yeah, this is pretty normal.
You get to the top, and there are 4 cases of like bookcases that have been locked under glass. One at each corner, like cardinal point destinations. Very obvious.
I mean, we should probably open all of them.
Yeah.
What's in the book? Is it just more books?
You're going to need to either unlock them or break the lock.
Well, I'll take my new pump shotgun and point at the lock.
You're going to pump a double barrel at a lock on a door of a bookcase.
Okay, fine. I'll use the pistol.
Yeah, I mean, the pump action was more to get, like, people.
You know, I'm kind of new to this, right? Gosh.
You can shoot the lock on at least one. You'll realize very quickly that these were locked because they were environmentally controlled. For, archival level of control.
Yeah, but we're delinquents.
Yes.
We don't
yes,
care.
You are.
If the Declaration of Independence is in there, we're probably going to get our grubby hands all over it.
The Declaration of Independence is not in there. You do find a couple handwritten journals. Sid, what languages do you read?
I had English, Hebrew, and I had another one.
Did you pick up German or Spanish?
German.
Yeah. German because of the war. You were a code break, individual involved with
radio operation.
Operations in the war. So you definitely
picked up a bit of German back then.
Yeah, German. It's very obvious to see that these are mostly in German, and they're old. 15th, 14th century.
Let me guess. Stein's handwriting?
Not all of them. A couple later ones, closer to 18th, 19th century, definitely have Eckhart's handwriting. They seem, if you get to a couple to those later ones with Eckhart's handwriting, you can see that there are some lineages and your name is mentioned much later.
I'll pocket them.
There are like 50 of these books.
Oh, we're gonna have to bring everything downstairs. I'll be right back.
Is the driver here yet?
I mean, the driver's outside. You haven't gone downstairs to go outside.
I mean, I guess I'll grab a handful of the books, go outside and ask the driver for help. Like, just park the car. We need you to come grab some stuff. Alexander said for you to come.
That's extra. I hope you understand.
Oh yeah, Alexander's more than willing to pay you triple.
Triple?
Yeah.
That is a very nice tip, Mr. Erickson's. I do appreciate that.
Great. Yeah, and I'll take him inside and like point the elevator, be like, there's a wolf. Wait. Don't touch that yet. We'll just have you grab the books.
Let's just make him wait outside the theater and we'll bring in the books.
Yeah, wait here. We'll bring in the books.
So, are you bringing him everything that's in this library or just the books on the top floor?
Just the top floor.
Yeah,
books,
top floor.
I imagine.
Okay, so you can find a couple bankers' boxes relatively easily. A couple cases that are lying around in this library that looked like they originally transported firearms of some sort, but now you can repurpose for the transportation of these journals.
Still like weird liquid or food up here to eat and drink?
No. There is no drinking or eating in this library. Respect the books, Herschel.
Maybe there was like some secret fluid ancient vampire blood I could have just randomly drank.
Yeah, no, there's none of that. It takes you a little bit longer. I'm going to say it takes like half an hour to get everything downstairs. You're taking unconscious Wolfie Gangrel and Eckhart and leaving everything else.
Can we close the secret passage?
You can. You close everything up.
Yeah.
You make your way downstairs, back to the car. The driver will help you put the boxes in the car. He brought the bigger Escalade.
Good.
So you have space for your two unconscious folk and all the stuff. And you make your way back to the brownstone. And that's where we're going to end it for today.
All right. Arson next week?
Well, I thought about that, but then the mortals would know about it, and then after they'd investigate, like, oh, we found a building full of terrorists, and look at all these weapons. It's hard to say.
Mm-hmm.
Just tell the prince about it. She'll deal with it. It's fine.
How we all doing?
Good.
Yeah, it was
I
a
got
very
my
productive
dad.
Session.
Yeah.
We're just knocking out these backstories like bowling pins.
Well, I still don't know what happened in LA.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Don't know what happened in LA. Don't know a lot of things yet. There are a lot of things going on. You can see.
Yup. Let's go around the table. Let's start with Quentin. Where can we find you? What do you have going on?
You know what? I don't have squat going on, but you could find me here Saturdays, 10 a.m. PST, or I don't know, whatever East Coast time is. I don't know. Yeah, but you know what's even cooler? Well, not even cooler, but as far as cool, like everything these cool people are doing. They do a lot more cool stuff on the internet than I do. But I'm on Twitter at Thragon, at Chatting in Thragon, and I don't know. I hang out in D&D shows and just lurk a lot of the time. So, thanks for watching.
Thanks for coming. Deirdre, where can we find you on the internet?
Okay, hey y'all, you know me. You can find me online at Twitter at Deirdre Dunlin or on Twitch as Practical Thesmophoria as I hang out in Twitch chat. I'm so excited for the next little bit of this story because it's getting to the end of this story. We'll see what happens next. But as for me, you can find me on Monday over on Katie Face's channel for as we finish up our 3-shot of Lady Blackbird, and then Tuesday, a special appearance by a special guest on a show that Simon's doing. And then Wednesday over on Wandering DM for some, or not Wandering DM, over on Tales from the Gram. Wow. I'm over on Greg's channel on Wednesday for some more Witcher. Fun things are happening. And Varan is done with bullshit. And then Thursday, I'm back here for fun things that Simon's going to talk about. And then back around the horn for Cyberpunk on Fridays. I got shot again last night. It's a thing. It's great. But you can find me and all of the games I write on my Twitter. And let me know what you think. I love talking to people.
And I am Simon at Wandering DM. Thank you everyone for coming. Thank you all of you who hung out in chat. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the raids. Thank you to all of you watching on YouTube. It's always greatly appreciated to know we have fans on the other platform. You can find me on Monday for the finale of Seattle by Streetlight over on twitch.tv/The Onyx Path. Then on Tuesday, we are premiering our Witcher campaign in collaboration with Tales from the Grim. Deirdre will be here as a guest, reprising the role of her actual character in the Wednesday game in a flashback sequence. And then on Wednesday, I've been invited over to the Strandager House to talk about Cyberpunk Red, and also to have Hawk, the Rocker Boy's fate told by the cards. On Thursday, we premiere Dragon Age right here with Cypher of Tyr, Tanya as the Game Master. And on Friday, we are back with Cyberpunk because we're a weekly show now. So Friday Cyberpunk, Saturday Vampire. Come around, check us out. Thanks to all of our sponsors. Thank you to Mage Press. Thank you to Found Familiar. Thank you to our partners through the Diceomancy program, Level Up Dice. Remember, if you want to grab a shirt for charity, link is down below. Today is your penultimate day, and we will see you on Monday. Well, here on Tuesday. Ciao, everyone.